Let's continue in the spirit of the Most High. Like I said, we all have to fulfill this in 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. It says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua, that every one may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. So that's the choices we have. And you're going to receive for whatever we have done in these bodies, these mortal bodies, whether it was good or bad. Say, knowing therefore the terror, and don't say the love, it say the terror of the Most High of Mashiach Yahushua. We persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciousness, in your mind. That you prepare yourself for what's getting ready to go down on this earth. And that's going down right now. It's just a matter of who's going to see it and who's going to really change to fulfill verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Mashiach Yahushua, are you dealing with Bahashama Mashiach Yahushua in the name of the Lord and Savior? Hopefully you are. All are, because that's the only way we reach the Most High. He is a new creature. You gotta change. Old things are passed away. So I've been this way all my life. Well, you ain't no new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. Things have to become new. You gotta change, people. That's what this is all about. Change. Become better. Go back to the law. Deuteronomy 32. 32. Verse 2. Deuteronomy 32 and 2. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass. You know, small rain upon the tender herb. So we just get that little, so it don't drown it. Just enough to keep growing. And the showers upon the grass and make it green. Because I will publish the name of the Most High. Ascribe ye greatness unto our power. He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment, a power of truth, and without iniquity. Just and right is he. But what do? It says they have corrupted. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are perverse and crooked generation. Read you again. Knowing that we have a rock that's solid as can be, the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we have his son, Mashiach Yahushua, who is a rock also, that shed his precious blood for us. And we still fit into the same category as we read in here, as a people. See, they are corrupted, they have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. That's what we're in right now, a perverse and crooked generation. That's where we at, people. A perverse and crooked generation. Following the spot of our captors, our enemies. We're going to say we're going to serve our enemies in one of all things. That's why you can't see, most people can't see beyond what it is that the world is showing you. So I'll show you, they put a chain on this Bible. So you couldn't understand it. You wouldn't read. Still don't know how to read. Still don't want to read. And if you know how to read, you don't want to read this. Read everything else. Look at everything else. Look at that television. Television to your vision. I mean, they pretty slick how they come with these words. Tell a lie to your vision. Tell a lie to whatever you see. pretty deep. Verse 5 again, Deuteronomy 32 and 5. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. That's what we are now, perverse and crooked generation. And here we are looking at trying to make it, and still, our people still trying to bring in this perverse and crooked generation into our realm. Better understand this. Look, this is what he told us in Philippians 2:15. Philippians 2:15, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. We in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. We got to be blameless, without rebuke, without having to cry to the Most High all the time for forgiveness because we've been disobedient, but being obedient children. He wants us to be obedient, not disobedient. In the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. Hallelujah. The only way we will shine as lights in the world is to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Do what's right and don't deviate. Don't compromise the Most High's word, his laws, statutes, and commandments, for nobody. Holding forth the word of life, holding forth the word of eternal life, that I may rejoice in the day of a Mashiach Yahushua. When we just read about when that judgment comes, you're going to be judged by what you have done, whether it was good or bad. You may rejoice in the day of a Mashiach Yahushua, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. That you have not run in vain, man. What the works that you're doing is not worthless, but is going to be righteous in the eyes of a Mashiach Yahushua when he brings the judgment to each individual. Personal judgments. And you ain't labored in vain. That's right. That's what we have to do. Look at Deuteronomy 32. And verse 26. Say, I said, I will scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. That's what he said he's going to do to us. Were it not that I feared the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, our hand is high, and the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua have not done all this. But they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them, he's saying. So we're a nation void of counsel, man. Neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise. Oh, that we were wise. That they understood this. That they would consider their latter end. That's what it's, I mean, he's saying the same thing here that he can say right now, that we consider our latter end. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight? How can one man chase 1,000 and two of us would put 10,000 of these other nations to flight? Except their rock has sold them, and the Most High has shut them up. But their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. See, our rock is not like their rock. And our enemies are judging over us every day, making a judgment call whether we live or die right now. Where they're killing the young people, and where we killing each other, following the way of the heathen, learning the way of gangsters supposed to be hardcore. You ain't hardcore, man. I was talking to this lady the other day. Was out there. We was you know, dealing with some things. Me and my brother out there on the sidewalk, and we was talking about how back in the day we used to fight. There wasn't no cowards. You had to fight. Knuckle it up. Wrestle, do whatever you gotta deal with, your martial arts, whatever you had to deal with, you knuckled it up. You either won or you lost. We ain't going back getting no guns, killing nobody like that. But now, a bunch of cowards. Ain't nobody fighting, they just shooting each other. Man, Sad. It's bad. It's bad. But that's what we in right now. Part of these curses that befall us, that will befall us. Not caring about each other. Because we didn't follow the Most High. He brought all these curses upon us to this day. Deuteronomy 32 and 16. See, they provoked him to jealousy with strange gods, strange idols. With abomination provoked he him to anger. You know, you understand this, people. When you follow the way of the Gentiles, you follow the way of the heathen, the nations, other nations, and I call our people Gentiles too, because they call themselves Gentiles. When you go into following and compromising what it is you're supposed to be doing, and you give in to these nations, including our people that are going to follow the way of the Gentiles, you bring about the anger, you provoke the Most High to anger. They sacrifice unto devils and not to the Most High, to idols whom they knew not, to new idols that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. That's what we're dealing with now. No matter how you look at it, when did the Baptist church start? Jehovah's Witness. 1861, we was in slavery then. Charles Russell came with that idea. All these different religions have a beginning. This right here starts from when? Genesis first chapter, the first verse says, in the beginning. The very beginning. You can't go wrong with this. Because he didn't give us no religion. He gave us laws, statutes, commandments to follow. This goes back to the beginning. Now they use this somewhat, but not in righteousness, not in the way they should. Else you wouldn't follow to what happened to us. Here it says, verse 17, they sacrifice unto devils, not to the Most High, to idols whom they knew not, to new idols that came newly up, like these different religions, and different things that they following right now, outside of the church, whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock that begot thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten the Most High that formed thee. And when the Most High saw it, he abhorred them. He hated us. Who? His chosen people, the children of Israel, because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. For they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith. See? That's why we look at 1 Corinthians 10, 20, and 21. This is all coming off, bringing it on home to today. Ain't nothing new under the sun, y'all. 1 Corinthians 10, 20, and 21. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils, and not to the Most High. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. So I tell you, these Gentiles, a lot of people call themselves Gentiles, even though they're Hebrew Israelites, and these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, they sacrificing the devils, and not to the Most High. You cannot drink the cup of the Most High and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Most High's table, and of Mashiach Yahushai's table, and of the table of devils. You got to choose either one. You're going to choose the way of the Most High and continue to do this, or you're going to choose the way of the Gentiles, these people that don't know the way, and their minds is corrupted by being Edomanized to follow the way of the Edomites or the world. It's their world. Whose curriculum did you learn? Tell me that. Whose curriculum did you learn? You learned their curriculum. They set up the religious instruction to the Negroes, the United States of America. That's their education system, spiritually. How they going to teach us how to follow our power, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Abraham, Isaac, and Esau? No. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not Abraham, Ishmael, and Jacob. No. Or Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, and Jacob, but Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Point blank. That's his name forever and ever and evermore to all generations. So don't get it twisted. And if you sacrificing your children, and we've been sacrificed, all of us been sacrificed to devils, straight up, and not to the Most High. But now all of us that's coming out of the darkness into His marvelous light, learning about the Most High's word, learning about the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, have an opportunity to teach someone else so they can come out of darkness. But it's a work in progress. It's a process of time. Everything's not done expedient, as the Most High said. It's not something that's going to be done real fast, but at the same time, you got to make an effort to change yourself. You can help somebody else change. In this word, it's the word not coming. It ain't coming just out of the clear blue sky. You gonna wake up one morning, you gonna have all this down. No, you gotta study and continue to study and study and study and study and keep on studying. If you want to see yourself make it through this. It's no joke, people. All you can do is you can see what's going on. You can see what's happening, unless you just point blank blind to the world. Psalm 81. Psalm 81 and 13. Said, oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. He's screaming this. So I gotta speak it louder. Because there's an exclamation point on it. They say, oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, had listened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. See, I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries. See, to tore our enemies up. That's why I say, when you understand what he's saying here, this is how it's going to work in these last days for us to have next, to rule forever and ever and ever. The haters of the Most High should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever. He should have fed them also with the finest of the wheat, and with honey out of the rock should I have satisfied thee. No, but you want to go against them. That's why it says, look. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries. Against our enemies. That's why we read Deuteronomy 8:28 and 1. Told us, he said, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken, listen diligently, attentively, and bring his word into effect in our lives, unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and to do, not just to listen, but to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Most High thy power will set thee on high, above all nations of the earth. You hear that? That's what we got next is about. That's what the kingdom coming to Israel, to the saints of the Most High, is about. Him setting us up above, setting us up high above all nations of the earth. He said, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken, meaning listen, unto the voice of the Most High thy power. And we listen and do what's right. Be upright in his eyes. And stop following the way of the heathen. It's set up to send you straight to hell. And unless you're willing to change and really become a new creature and learn how to please the Most High, you're going to fall into this. And what we're hearing tonight. Hopefully you'll take it to heart and really go over this and change. Make that change before the Most High had to visit you. Isaiah 1 and 2. Hear, once again, hearken is hear. Listen, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Most High has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. See, he nourished us and brought us up with his laws, statutes, commandments. Something that's beyond anyone's intelligence in this world. But rebelled against him. He goes on to say, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people does not consider. Man. See, the ox knows his owner, and the ass his master's crib. See, an ox and an ass better than Israel. Israel does not know. My people does not consider. Verse 4. Sinful nation, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers. That's what he calls us. Children that are corrupters. Backsliding. I mean, just going back. Going the opposite way. And not following the way of the Most High. They have forsaken the Most High while Mashiach Yahushua. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards. Backsliding. So why should you be stricken anymore? Why should he keep on afflicting us? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick. And the whole heart faint. He said the whole head is sick. That's why he said this in Jeremiah 23 and 1. Woe means destruction be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Most High. Do you understand this? You destroying and scattering the sheep in division offenses too. All you so-called pastors or leaders out there that's causing division and offenses, you scatter, you're gonna be destroyed too. Say woe to the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Most High. Therefore said the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob of Israel. Against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away. One way is driving our people away from coming together when we all we have. Any of you out there that's responsible for that, you better watch yourself, because the Most High going to visit you. As I speak my words today, He's going to visit you. A lot of these preachers up in the churches, and some Israelite leaders, or so-called leaders, I might say. All you that think that you got the truth, you're the only ones that have the truth, you better think again. Because Mashiach going to take 1,000 years to show us of the Most High. And all you that's not saying that we Mashiach them, as it says in 1 Corinthians 3:23, you can't say it because you want people to be whatever your name is, Yam on your end of your name. But we Mashiach them here. As it is written, we Mashiachs. And Mashiach is the Most High's. And that's how it's got to be. For everybody. This goes across the board. Nobody going to escape what it is that the Spirit is bringing forth. That's why I say, woe, destruction unto you pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Most High. And he's screaming this. There's an exclamation point there. He's screaming at you. Any of you that cause division or offenses and scattering the sheep, not bringing us together as we're supposed to be coming together. It says, therefore, thus say the Most High power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, said the Most High. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. Because that's what happens. The ones that people set up as a leader, if they're not trying to bring everybody together in love and human harmony, first of that love is keeping the commandments of the Most High, and to love the Most High with all thy heart and love thy neighbor as thyself. You ain't trying to do that, brothers. You ain't no leader. You ain't no true leader of the Most High. He's going to destroy you. Because that's what he's laboring to make us perfect. And to make us perfect, he ain't going to try. He ain't making us perfect telling we're supposed to be divided as a people. That's why he say he's going to gather the remnant from the four corners of the earth to bring us back into the sheepfold. Don't get it twisted, y'all, because Mashiach Yahushua have many sheep that he's gathering together. And this word is not going out void. No way, shape, or form. Why he said in John 10:16, he said, other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice. And there shall be one fold and one shepherd. Therefore does my Father love me, because I laid down my life that I might take it again. He laid it down his life, his precious blood was shed for the children of Israel. He said, no man taketh it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father. That's why he rose on the third day. But what happened when he said this? There was a division, therefore, again among the Jews for these sayings. And many of them said, he hath a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him? Others said, these are not the words of him that hath a devil. Can a devil open the eyes of the blind? Okay. So you see in this here where there was a division. Therefore, again, among the Jews for this saying, for these sayings. So there's a lot of division that's being caused behind the sayings of what's been coming out from the Word, reading the Word of the Most High, what Mashiach Yahushua has given us through the Spirit. A lot of division has happened through that also. And men have went their way and being offended by, but that's why I say that's why you can't be effeminate. You know, effeminate men gonna make it. That's why we gotta man up and deal what we gotta deal with, and come together and do what we gotta do. Look, 1 Corinthians 6:9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, that's men acting like women, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor homosexuals, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. They're not going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High. The kingdom's not for them. So we got to look at this thoroughly and don't fall backwards, but continue to go forward, people. From there, look at Isaiah the 10th chapter, the first verse. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. You know, like a lot of these laws are prescribed against us, or those that talk against the righteous. You know, unrighteous decrees and right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. He's screaming this. That's what they're doing. You know, a lot of people, especially this government, is set up with laws that are not set up for us, or they set up against us. That's what they're doing, unrighteous decrees, things that are against us, the children of Israel. That's why we are predominantly the population of the prisons, because of these unrighteous decrees. How is it that you put people in prison and you can say, oh, we gotta let them out, we're gonna let them out, because they really should have been in the first place, but you gotta take care of the population of the prison, like the people have invested. They have invested in these prisons. You got to have so many inmates to make the monies that you're going to make off the inmates, having them in there. It's crazy, man. And now they're taking the inmates from different states and sending them to different states for those that have invested in these prisons, don't have the numerous amount of inmates that's needed to be there. So they transfer them from one state to another state to fill the prisons. So you're not going to be able to get, visits, because your people got to fly on a plane to come to see you, instead of being somewhere around wherever you lived at and committed to crime. No, they aren't doing that no more. It's all about money, man. These unrighteous decrees. Verse 3, and what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? It's coming. Let you know. And see, Israel is all part of it. I was looking at this cop, man. The cat was on the ground. He came by and just kicked the brother in the head. Sambo. Straight Sambo. But everybody gonna pay. You're gonna pay. You got an opportunity now. You better ask for forgiveness. Repent.